Imagine a world where either party to a contract did not have to trust each other to do business together. This can be described as an on-chain, disputable buyer-seller agreement. Welcome to MetaCollab, an on-demand contracting tool that uses the best of today's Web3 infrastructure in a simple, 7-page website designed to navigate each user and to be able to set up an on-chain agreement that cannot be tampered with, using a set of public-facing, smart contracts that anyone can audit and review. Smart contracts allow software code to be the governor of an actual legal contract between two parties. Most simple contracts are performed without needing any third party to intervene. However, if something does go wrong during the performance, there are powerful tools built into each MetaCollab. Mainly, the contract is disputable on-chain. It allows for a third-party resolver to help the parties solve their differences, without having to rely on an antiquated and costly court system. Disputes are resolved by taking advantage of the most modern technologies in smart contracts, blockchain, and node-based computing. MetaCollab is a new project and still finding its identity. Here are a few early brand designs. Meta uses smart contracts that have a few unique, modern properties. Securing payments between parties has long been a trust issue. If one party holds the funds, while the second party completes their gig performance, the risk increases for the performing party. If there are no guarantees of payment, the contract doer may perform the contract obligations, but the funder may unfairly withhold payment. Much of today's world relies on trust between contracting parties, but too much trust may result in damaging consequences if one of the parties does not perform. Our government-backed court systems are full of these types of disputes. MetaCollab provides a system to close this costly loop by ensuring performance or providing an agreed-upon third-party resolver to assist. In 1998, the United States Congress passed a law for federal courts to seek efficient ways of disposing of cases and to encourage litigants to use alternative dispute resolution resources. MetaCollab is one tool used for that objective, now made possible by unique mathematical properties of blockchains, such as immutable, tamper-resistant, and secure smart contracts. The MetaCollab system includes an informative home page that describes the disputable buyer and seller agreement. The basis of each MetaCollab is a gig between two parties. In essence, a bilateral agreement in legal terms. The Query Gig page allows any system user to search the public blockchain to see the status of any gig. Don't worry, even public blockchains can have encrypted information, and the blockchain only shows what information is necessary to performing the gig. The first step of a MetaCollab is for a gig funder to signal they would like to work with a gig doer and extend a handshake to them. This will execute an empty smart contract ready for the doer's acceptance. There is no obligation for a gig doer to accept the handshake, and even if they do accept the handshake, it is only the first step leading towards an enforceable legal contract. The handshake is simply a signal of intention to discuss terms of a gig with a doer. Once it is prepared and the terms are agreed to, they are made available to the doer through a digital handshake. A doer can be anyone who provides a service or contractual benefit to another party. Doers will likely be members of DAOs or decentralized autonomous organizations who have public accounts that can be queried on demand. There is a web page that describes the smart contract in detail, as well as the terms of use, privacy policies, and provides some answers to frequently asked questions about using MetaCollab's disputable buyer-seller agreement. Now part. Building a gig requires the parties to negotiate the terms of their agreement by using their own methods. Emails, private Discord chats, or by using some modern Web3-based tools like Snapshot that uses public and private key encryption systems that ensure integrity and are tamper-resistant. Building the gig is a simple process. It is designed to have only a few steps, but takes full advantage of public blockchain infrastructure. This allows contract value to be passed through the smart contract logic. This includes a third-party intervention as an optional add-on to the agreement. The website page describes further information on MetaCollab. It highlights gig use cases, presents articles that help new users understand Web3 technology, and how using MetaCollab makes life easier. Smart contracts, using public blockchains to ensure integrity, reliability, proof of payment, and an optional dispute resolution mechanism. This is MetaCollab, a disputable buyer-seller agreement.